Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing extremely well. So for today's video I'm going to be creating this look. It's super simple, pretty neutral eyes, super bronzed and glowy skin with a pop of color on the lips. I would call this the perfect spring summer look here in Melbourne. We've headed into spring and the sun is shining, so I just want to do something really glowy with an orange lip. Orange is my favorite bright color to wear on my lips, so I have been dying to play with it. So I really hope you guys like this look. If you'd like to see how to create it, please stick around and enjoy. Alright, so first things first, I've got to prep my skin. I'm applying the MECCA Cosmetica Hydrating Moisturizer all over my face. I also want to add that I'm filming with my brand new camera today, so this is the first video that I've filmed with it. So the quality is a lot better. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of this quality. And yeah, so now I'm just prepping my eyes for eyeshadow. I've just applied my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer all over my eye and then just set that in place with some powder. Next, I just want to warm up my crease, and lately I've been loving using the Benefit Hoola Light Bronzer just in my crease. It really gives me this beautiful wash of color and I absolutely love it. And as always, I'm using my Zoeva 228 Luxe Blending Brush. I always forget the number. Picking up the Persona Cosmetics Identity Palette, I'm taking the shade Charming, and I'm first working this into my outer crease, or my outer corner of my eye, and then working this into my crease. I want to emphasize most of the color onto my outer corners and then just lightly blend it into my crease. I'm using another Zoeva brush to blend this out, but I'm not too sure what number it is. I'll leave it down below. Next, I'm taking the shade Fearless from the same palette, and I'm emphasizing this into the outer corner once again, and then just working this into my crease, making sure these colors blend in with each other seamlessly. The key to any eye look is, of course, as always, in the blending. So you just want to make sure that you're blending that out really well. Super easy with these eyeshadows. They blend out like butter. I'm picking up my Zoeva Luxe Blending Brush again and just making sure all those colors are melting into each other. So next, I kind of wanted to carve out my lid. This took me forever, which is why I sped this part a little bit. I just picked up some of my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and a dense definer brush, also by Zoeva. And I'm just carving out my lid. I really wanted this to look really sharp. This was actually my first time doing this and it really didn't work out for me. Not in the way that I planned. It didn't look terrible, but I need a little bit more practice with this. So I just set that in place with a light eyeshadow, and then I picked up a blending brush and blended out those edges, because girl, you gotta make sure those edges are blended. I cannot emphasize that enough. I then applied some mascara, but I also wanted to add a pop of color on the lid because I didn't really like how light the white was looking. So I took a bronze shade from the Identity palette and just packed that on top. And then, of course, blending those edges. Next, we are moving on to lashes, and the ones that I'm using are the 102 Demi by Ardell, which I love. They took me forever to apply this time. I didn't apply an eyeliner, which was my mistake, and I wanted you guys to see that. You should always apply, even if it's just a thin line, apply some eyeliner to the base of your eye. Otherwise, you're going to see gaps through the lashes like you can see with me. Next, I'm just filling in my eyebrows. I've been loving the Benefit Precisely Brow Pencil. I'm the shade number 4. Nothing too dramatic. I'm just filling in all like the light gaps and then brushing my eyebrows up. I've been loving this look lately. And I just continuously brush through my brows just to spread the product and to blend that out really well. But yeah, I'm mainly just focusing the product onto the ends of my brows, as my brows don't really need to be filled in that much. But moving on to the skin, I'm taking, this is one of my absolute favorite tinted moisturizers. This is the Mercier Illuminating Tinted Moisturizer. I'm just applying this all over my face with a brush and then pushing that in with a damp beauty blender. I absolutely love this. It's super light coverage, but also gives me that luminosity that I love. And yeah, you guys should try it. I'm sure you guys will love it too. But I'm applying a small amount of my, well, it's not really small, but it's not as much as I usually apply. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, as always, and then pushing that in with a damp beauty blender. Next, I want to add some bronziness to my skin, and I'm taking my Soleil Tan de Chanel. It has been a hot minute since I last picked this up, but I'm using this cream contour my face, into the holes of my cheekbones, around my forehead, and around my jawline. I know my forehead doesn't really need it because I have a small forehead, but I just love to add like that bronzy glow to it. That's the only reason why I do it. And then I'm just pushing that all in and blending it out with a damp beauty blender. Don't forget to blend out your neck because you don't want any clown lines, even though, you know, the movie is quite in at the moment. You don't want to look like him. I'm just baking my under eyes. As always, I'm taking my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder and just packing that underneath my eyes only. And then for lips, I'm first lining and filling in my lips with the Urban Decay 24/7 lip pencil in the shade Bang. And then going on top of that with the Desi and Katy Dress of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Hot Fire. This color is obviously hot fire, like literally, it's stunning. I love it. But then I'm just dusting off my powder from underneath my eyes. I'm just using, as always, my Make It Forever Pro Finish Powder Foundation. And then I'm moving on to contouring my nose. I don't really do too much. I just like to focus more to the bottom, like in the middle, on the sides, and just down the tip. And then of course you just got to blend that in through your eyebrows or like the crease of your eye. Can't really explain that. And then I'm just contouring the holes of my cheekbones, around my forehead and my jaw as per usual. For blush, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic. I believe that's what it's called. I'll leave the exact shade down below, but I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks. And if you apply too much as I did, just take your beauty blender and pat on top of that. I'm taking this Kiko eyeshadow in the shade 208, using it as a highlighter. I absolutely love it. It's such a pretty highlight. I'm packing it on. You guys know I love to glow. So I'm just applying this to my cheekbones, my temples, also my brow bone, and also the tip of my nose and just the top of the bridge. Oh, and I also added this to my inner corners for a little highlight. So this is it for the finished look, guys. I really hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd also love to know what else you'd like to see here on my channel, so be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give me a massive thumbs up. That would mean the absolute world. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.